Hello, it's Edwin and I'm here to show you my new warband build. It's a softcore leg in perfect style and yeah, basically it's an incinerate, not squishy but not tanky by any means build. So let's go on the skill trees first. Right now, because it's a new league, it's my only character here, I yet to have any real gear. So I'm using 4 link with incinerate, fast and cast spell echo, fast and casting, and faster projectile. Now you can use LMP or GMP with this one. However, I don't really feel like it's needed because I just want the extra range. The DPS doesn't really matter with the project with LMP or faster projectile. It does enough damage anyway. So that's it, my basic DPS without the blood rage, ra railing cry, or whatever this thing called, and the stacks, which basically gives me 120k DPS, but if you count the stacks, of course, because it doesn't show it on the DPS itself. And yeah, so that is my attack. For the custom damage taken, I'm using Blood Rage and Tempest Shield. I will have Blood Rage on self cast too, but I'm barely using it. It's just because I had this another socket that I didn't know what to do with. So for the stuff, I'm using Flame Dash with reduced mana casting. I will explain why I have reduced mana casting on most of my thing in a moment. And the gloves is my auras and hit and heralds, basically damage, and damage. And for my helm, it's Moon Flame Golem, reduce mana, faster faster projectile, and chance to flee. Well, basically all you need here is the summon and reduce mana, and you're fine. So the reason I need so much reduced mana on all my stuff is because I'm not using any mana regen. The only thing that sustains my mana is the elreon rings, which have -8 on each one of them. My amulet is a casting amulet, no minuses, no elreon, but that's basically means I don't need to spend mana on any of my casual skills. Like 14, 16, this one costs a bit of mana, but I'm not really using it ever, and the chaos, which is the only thing that takes mana, but my mana regen isn't too low. Alright, we'll go to defenses in a moment. On my chest plate I have the railing cry, increased regen, flame totem, and LMP. So yeah, I used to use Rise of the Phoenix to be able to handle Reflect, but it doesn't seem to bother me anymore. I'm just keeping myself a Ruby Flask with Remove Blade, which is just basically a nice all around against Corrupted Blood, Normal Blades, and Reflect. Well, for items I'm using just Resist and Spell Damage and Life. Again, Resist, Spell. This have no spell damage, but Resist, Life, Movement Speed, Resist, Life, Movement Speed. Again. This has the reduced mana cost, but again, cast, speed. I needed a little bit of dexterity on my items for the faster projectile, because the tree itself doesn't have it, but it doesn't seem to bother too much, like 1-2 items with dexterity and you're fine. And helmet, again, life and resist, and damage and more damage, yeah, for a weapon. So going on my skill tree, I started at the witch, however you can start marauder as well. As you can see, I'm almost in the starting point, and you just take spell damage, life as much as you can. The only reduced mana on the tree I got is this 4, which is increase max life and reduce mana cost. don't have to take it, but it's just nice. You know, it doesn't. It's on the way too. Um, Nothing really special. No keystones needed. Just life, spell damage, and bit of our reduction, mana reserve reduction, which you need because you have to have this little bit of mana to use the spells. So, as you can see, the DPS is really nice. You can get to 4 stacks in less than a second. In less than a sec, actually, yeah, you need like 0.7 seconds to reach the max stacks. So, yeah, that's fine. And defenses, I was able to max all my defense. It is merciless, as you can see by the mark here. I still have even chaos resistance max. Evasion and armor is pretty low because I don't have really any good gear. But eventually you want to remove all the evasion into armors. Now the only armor I have is my chestplate, which gives me 2.5 out of the 2.7. Yeah, so you will have nice armor if you got normal gear. And yeah, that's basically it. Life regen is nice, and yeah, let's show you a bit of the gameplay itself. So let's get some charges. Now you can see the DPS is almost 30k without charges. So yeah, that's all. I like the build and it's really cheap. The highest item, the priciest item I have aside my amulet, which isn't really necessary, is actually I think 1 chaos. My shield, this Red Phoenix was 3 chaos, but I don't use it anymore. However, it's really nice to have, but yeah, that's all the build is less than 10 chaos right now. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.